Crap, he's actually on time today. Well, that's something positive. I didn't get hung up with all uh, the browser stuff today, thank God. Ah, all right. So we'll just jump into this because I don't want to tell a story. uh, well, what a day today is. Um, so Kundalini sucker punch. Um, yeah, I never even knew about Kundalini or uh, I mean, I heard about meditation and spiritual enlightenment, and I I, I thought that was all. I thought that was all. Tibetans and monks and that kind of thing. I didn't think it was just ordinary people could have something as extravagant as enlightenment. But I guess we're living in a different time. That's for sure. Um, why I titled this Sucker Punch was because I didn't, like I said, I didn't know about this stuff, and when I had after the incident, 11 years of this stuff going on, symptoms and this, and seeing doctors and neurologists and heart doctor, cardiologists, and I saw a therapist, but she didn't know. She just thought it was everybody would who would think it was a spiritual thing and not a physical thing when you get shot in the head. you know. So every time I talk to this neurologist, but I talk to him, actually get to talk to him tomorrow. Uh, and I'm going to tell him, hey, how come you never told me about Kundalini? Do you even know what it means? And do you want me to send you a YouTube video? uh, all that money you spent on education, and it's worthless for me anyway. I'm sure he's a great doctor. He helped me in the beginning, and he didn't want to listen to what I was trying to say. You know, uh, I talked to a different neurologist in the very, very beginning, and oh, it's just your imagination and probably all the medication and all that. Oh, okay, yeah, medication. So, and unfortunately, medical doctors, I'm not saying all, I'm just saying the ones I've spoken to, don't believe in the afterlife. Just, you get one shot and that's it. I'm like, are you serious? Then why do you heal people? What's the point? If we're all going to die and that's it, you know? If people are suffering, why you don't make them better so they can suffer even more? That doesn't seem right. Keep them alive so they can pay taxes. Right. Anyway, so if you're having symptoms and they're very, very, very intense, like mine, where you think you're dying, you don't know what's wrong because nobody's told you, and somehow you come across this video, whether you're sighted or not, I think this will help. I had a I had an episode this morning. I call it an episode because I don't know what to call it, but I was laying in bed and I was playing a video game on my phone, and all of a sudden I started getting lightheaded. I'm like, oh no, not this. So I reached I reached into my special bag of tricks and I pulled up a video on YouTube for binaural uh, anxiety meditation, and I listened to it for about 20 minutes, and I started to like meditate and getting into a calm, you know, state, and I told myself, calm down, it's gonna be okay. It's not something scary. you're not sick. Your body's not failing you. You're not gonna die. You got something that needs to be released. So let your soul do it. Let your spirit do its thing. It'll be okay. And I'd say within 10 minutes, it stopped. But I stayed in meditation. The light had just stopped, but I could feel this intense force that I had managed somehow to push down from my head to my feet, and like gravity was 1,000 times in my feet. So I guess that's what they call grounding. I don't know. Like, it sucks because I don't have anybody to ask questions, and I'm just doing this on my own. And I listen to people who've had near-death experiences and have have had these Kundalini symptoms and experiences, and I I don't know where to go with this. Like, I don't know what's next. Am I going to start seeing uh, the future or hearing spirits tell me to go to this place and tell this person to straighten their shit? You know, I don't want to be one of those kind of people, but whatever God wants, right? You really don't have a choice. You do it the easy way or you do it the hard way. Either way, you're going to do it, right? So, uh, but after everything was over, my 20-minute meditation, I uh, I got back into focus, or everything kind of dissipated, the feelings and everything, the gravity and all that, and my heart just felt good. Uh, I got like one wave of goosebumps, and it was like the cherry on the ice cream kind of deal, like, okay, you did a good job. Remember this, I'm like, all right, I will. Wasn't so bad, like I thought it was going to be, because it's been a year or so, or longer, and it just happens the day before I'm supposed to have a video connection with my doctor, so I'll be able to tell him all about it. Uh, yeah, but it's not so scary when you know what's going on, and uh, people can give you advice on YouTube, or you can search out stuff on Google, or uh, find things on Rumble or wherever you want to go. I would like to go to Rumble, but they're not accessible for blind people yet. I don't know where everything's at, and it would take me a year just to get familiar with it. And it's like it took me about the same amount of time with YouTube, but I had a YouTube account before I was blind, so I kind of knew the layout. And but that's how we hang out in the treehouse. We like to learn, and we don't like to be forced to learn. That's the only thing. We like to be inquisitive and curious and search it out on our own, not be forced to survive, as it were. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say about sucker punch. But you know, if you have been sucker punched by the Kundalini and you didn't know about it, or you weren't expecting it, it just happened. Maybe after NDE or some PTSD, or just happened. Who knows why stuff happens? Your body says, "Hey, it's time." Your spirit says, "Now." Uh, but I have had some experience, and I'm not trying to BS anybody, because it's not going to help anybody if I do. But I I remember a past life, just one. I kind of have an idea of the one before my last, but it was painful, and I had to do things I didn't want to do, you know, to protect people I cared about, I guess. And I was a brown colored man, and I had to wield an axe and I had to hurt people. Otherwise, my family or whoever I was protecting, and I felt ashamed for doing it because I knew the how precious life, is. But they were going to kill me, so I had no choice. And if they killed me, they would have killed my family too, or whoever I was protecting. I was in some kind of battle. That's all I remember is feeling angry and scared, and then feeling after I killed somebody, feeling sad that I did it. But I didn't feel like I had a choice. And then my my last incarnation, I was a teenager, and I guess I had planned to make my life very easy and without pain and suffering, and like an easy ride. And I guess that was a bad choice because I got so bored and depressed and lonely as a 16-year-old. I took my life, and I don't have those feelings in this lifetime. I mean, I've thought about it a few times, but not. I've never wanted to do it. Like, what would life be like if I wasn't here, kind of thing. Yeah, but not. I need to go get a gun and shoot myself, or I need to cut my wrists, or I need to walk in front of a train, or I've never had those kind of thoughts, not in this lifetime. But I felt the pain, and I didn't ask spirit to show me that. It just happened. I'd rather not. I'd rather not know about my past lives because maybe I was a bad person, or even worse, maybe I was a really, really good person, and I feel like I had to compete with that. But doing the numerology and the astrology and being able to understand a little bit of it, it makes sense why I am the way I chose for me. I put things in my path to say, hey, hey, this time we're gonna do good things. We're gonna learn, and we're gonna share, and we're gonna help, and we're gonna be a good person, and we're not gonna have as much pain, and I'm gonna keep your ass uh, as occupied as I can, so you don't get in that depression, lonely, bored state where you want to kill yourself. Because I think that if I didn't have things to do or things in my like my goal line, my what I want to achieve in this lifetime, if I didn't have those kinds of things, I would be bored and depressed and lonely, and I'd be the same as that 16-year-old. So, but I wouldn't want to do it. Not now, anyway. Maybe when I was 16, and I have a story to tell about that. But I want to talk. I want to talk to my friends um, that I hung out with when I was 16 before I advertise uh, a spiritual awakening memory from the past, and then I'll be able to share. But I can't talk to people about this kind of stuff because my family, when I try to tell them about my near-death experience, you know, they were like, "Oh, okay." They didn't ask me questions, and I felt like they. I mean, I would have asked questions. I was like, "Oh, what did you do? What did you see? What was it like? Was it scary? Was it cold? Was it dark? What was it like?" I would be curious. I'm just a curious person, so I would ask those kinds of questions, especially if it was a family member I knew wouldn't bullshit me. And I've never really been. I mean, I've been a bullshitter, but I've never really been a liar, especially when it's something serious. If I'm joking around or whatever, I'll bullshit. But if it's something serious, I'm not gonna hide the truth or I'm not gonna bend the truth because then what good am I to anyone? That boy who cried wolf, right? Yeah. All right, I'm done rambling on. I hope I hope this helps somebody, and I want to get back into interviewing positive people. I missed that, and it actually inspires me to keep going. So that's probably why probably why I haven't done uh, weekly positive message upkeep as much as I've wanted to, but I just didn't have anything to give, and it sucks because I have a lot to give. I just don't want to talk about something that's below average or that's not really inspiring or that's not uh, in the same wavelength as I wanted this uh, channel to be. So if it's subpar, I don't want to brag either. Like, oh, I had a good day today. Now you should be positive too. And if I'm feeling like crap, I don't feel like I can bounce out for 15 minutes to say, hey, here's what I'm going through. Don't get yourself here or whatever. And uh, it's always good to have a good friend to talk to. And I don't have many anymore. I'm not sure if that's because of the Kundalini, but I think it has something to do with it. 'Cause I don't, and being blind too, I can't be as independent as everybody else. To get in the car and go to new places and meet new people and that kind of thing. So I, uh, I don't mind because I'm introverted. It's part of the Life Path 7 and my Gemini, so I don't mind. I don't mind. I like myself. I love myself. I just don't love myself more than I love anything else. I love myself as equal as I love everybody else. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it. Namaste. And like I said, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. All right. Bye bye.